Hello, Doctor.
Huh? What?
So, about that house call in the task list.
Oh, that's right. I'm doing one of my house calls for a regular patient, Nicolina. You see, she has hemochromatosis, which means...
Excess of iron in the blood, right?
Ha! Precisely. You keep pleasantly surprising me, Miss Morozova. The patient often experiences pain, fatigue, and other unpleasant issues. There isn't a known cure, I'm afraid, but there is something we can do to reduce the symptoms.
You want us to feed on her to lower her iron levels?
Indeed I do. I figured I can let you do the bleeding this time.
Is this ethical?
From a mortal standpoint, no, of course not. From a vampire's point of view, this is one of the more ethical ways we can carry on living. The blood would either go to us or the leeches, and, frankly, I believe we're at least one step above those creatures. But enough dilly-dallying, we should get going. She can be a terribly grumpy patient if her pain isn't managed in time.
Lead on then, Doctor.
Good old Nicolina, always leaving her key in the same spot. After you.
How do I get inside? I haven't yet been invited.
Oh, right. Let me handle that. Nicolina, it's Dr. Volkov.
Ah, Doctor, you ought to let yourself in. My joints are aching worse than a boil on a donkey's arse.
You should know that I've brought my assistant today. May she come in?
She? Well, all right. Well, what use is she out there? Come on in.
Come then, Liza. You've heard our patient. She shouldn't be kept any longer.
Much better. Lead on, Doctor.
Now, Nicolina, how are you feeling today?
What do you think, Doctor? Like shit, and that's why you're here, isn't it? And she's your assistant, eh? Tell me, girl, what does a woman know of medicine?
I see our patient takes some issue with my presence.
And she won't be the last. However, right now, above all else, she needs our help. Consider your oath as a doctor.
You're right. Fine. I'll keep going.
Hey, what's taking so long? If this is so hard, I don't know how you'll handle the rest of it.
Nothing at all. I'm just here because of my charm. The doctor hates other competent people being around him.
I like this broad.
Yes, I'm rather fond of her myself. Now then, let's not delay the treatment any longer. I'm going to let Liza here take the lead. Liza, come take the leeches. All right, this is pretty simple. Just enchant her and pretend to apply some leeches to her neck. Then, drink your fill of blood. Just remember not to take too much.
Of course, Doctor.
Good work, Liza. That's enough. She should be feeling a little brighter now when she comes round. Tell me, how did you feel during that? You responded to me well enough.
I just wanted to assist the patient. She was in pain, and I was here to help.
A commendable attitude, if maybe not the most practical at times. Listen, Liza, I suppose it's about time I share with you the full extent of my research. You see, when a vampire overindulges on blood, it imbues us with a feeling of power. The power the likes of which can't be achieved in any other way. But it does come with a cost. Each time the bloodlust grows until
one goes feral.
Precisely. It turns our kind into exactly the kind of monsters that human tales make us out to be. Vampires like this live in squalor and care only for their next feed. It was a creature like this that killed my wife and stole my life from me.
It sounds like a terrible existence.
Indeed. I've sought a way to put an end to this, to stop us living such a parasitic lifestyle.
Can something even be done about this?
I believe so, yes. In theory, it may be possible to separate the addictive element from the blood, leaving it simply as the source of nourishment. Unfortunately, research like this takes the kind of time and resource that I simply didn't have. That is until Countess Orlova presented me with an offer.
The Countess made a deal with you? Why do I feel like there's a catch?
That's because there is one. As you can imagine, she has no real interest in remedying the bloodlust.
So why would she approach you in the first place?
Well, in separating the addictive elements, I should also be able to distill the parts that give us power. That means she can create a consumable that temporarily boosts one's strength and abilities without any side effects. In return, I was allowed to continue my work and provided with everything I need. Funding to purchase lab equipment, as well as other expenses, and, well, an apprentice.
So, that's why she allowed you to turn me. The reason why I'm here.
In a sense, yes.
I don't quite know how to feel about all this. That's a lot to take in.
I understand. All I wanted you to know right now is that I trust you, and it would be an honor if you chose to help me fulfill my vision.
Thank you for believing in me, Doctor. I'll certainly consider it.
Ah, that looks like all the time we have for now. You should get going. I'll stay here and make sure Nicolina is feeling better.
All right.
Goodness!
Apologies.
How in the world are you doing this? Sometimes I think you can fly too. Oh, just listen to that purr. I'd rather not walk through the woods on foot. It's too dark. I can't quite make out what's inside the shed. Trophim's not home. I do have that open invitation from him, though. I could go in if I wanted. That wouldn't be right. I should just wait for him instead. Before I go, I'd like to check in on Trophim. I think I hear his footsteps.
My lady,
Good evening, Trophim.
what are you doing here?
Oh, just came by to take you up on your offer. Wanted to see your cabin.
I didn't actually think you would come. I hope you haven't been waiting long.
Not too long.
Well then, please come in. I'll light the stove and take this chill off.
That's not something I can escape, sadly, but don't let that stop you.
Oh, of course. How foolish of me. Anyway, please, come this way. Welcome to my little slice of, well, welcome to my home.
Oh my, Trophim. It's lovely and quaint.
You don't need to pretty up your words. I know exactly what I live in. Can I get you something?
Do you have anything that I might like?
Only vodka? And even then, it's not good stuff. Normally, I don't have much left to share with guests. But lately, I haven't wanted to drink as much. Perhaps your presence is comfort enough. Would you like some?
I think just your company will do for now.
Please, take a seat. It's good to see you again. I didn't really expect you to take me up on my offer to visit.
I like our chats, Trophim. You're good company.
That's... You're too kind. I know this place isn't much, but it's more than my family or I ever had growing up. In fact, I was raised in a shack half this size, with over a dozen brothers and sisters. We had to work the estate fields, even at a young age, come rain or snow. Luckily, my father saw I was good at fishing, so that's where I made my keep.
Your childhood doesn't sound like an easy one.
It was simply the life of a serf. Even now, when serfdom is no more, I sometimes wonder if anything has really even changed. Still, if my parents could see this cabin, they'd never believe I live here, and on my own no less.
They'd be proud?
Maybe. But they'd also think I should consider myself lucky as is. And maybe I should, but I feel like I should be getting some reward for my troubles, no? Though, I was meant to get a much bigger reward than this.
You mean for the Countess to turn you?
Aye. When I discovered what the Countess really was, I was scared, of course. But soon I realized that I wanted nothing more than to become one of you. I saw it as a way out of my old life, a way to finally not serve anyone but me.
Have you ever told the Countess about this desire?
Many years ago, I gathered all my courage and approached her. She seemed to respect my candor. Not only that, she told me that if I served her well, she would one day grant me my wish. She gave me her word. But the years turned to decades, and I'm still here, with most of my life now behind.
You know, it's possible being a vampire might only add to your troubles.
Perhaps. But then I think about what I have now, and well, how can it be worse?
Wouldn't you miss the sun?
There. That sun only serves as a reminder of the scorching days labouring in the fields during my youth. I barely see it now anyhow, keeping up with the mistress's hours. Hey, I've turned the evening sour, haven't I? Talking so much about my silly problems, never know when to shut up.
Trophime, you've done nothing wrong.
So kind of you to say, my lady. But no. Please, leave me to my dark mood. You're far too fair to suffer through this. But I hope we will talk again. Maybe next time I'll be better company.
As you wish, Trophime. Take care, please.
Liza, we meet again.
I didn't expect to see you here.
I'm here on business, I'm afraid. No time to enjoy the collection.
Much of a reader? A poet, perhaps?
Never used to be, but things change. It's a good way to pass the time, elevate your mind, all that. Preferred the theater way back when. but there's not much opportunity for it these days. Especially not with Liza keeping me on my toes. Speaking of, I don't suppose you've seen her, have you?
Can't say I have.
Ugh, where the hell'd she go? This town's not that big.
Are you her babysitter?
Essentially, she keeps disappearing, and the Countess isn't pleased that her daughter is so often away from the manor. Finding a young lady who doesn't want to be found is difficult enough without her turning invisible. What I really need to find out is where she has been hiding.
I just might know where she is.
Liza! Liza, my sweet dear friend, light of my life, fairest in all the land.
Let me talk with her first, though. Can't imagine your appearance is a surprise she would enjoy.
I could kiss you, metaphorically speaking.
All in due time. I'll let you know once I have a chance to see her.
Liza, I'm so glad you came. I was worried I'd scared you off.
I don't scare quite that easily these days.
Speaking like an old woman already, hmm? You needn't be in such a hurry to grow up.
I'm hardly a child.
Not for a human, no. After your first century, you'll start seeing things somewhat differently. The answer's 2, by the way.
Huh?
2 centuries. That's how old I am, more or less.
I wasn't going to.
No, but you wanted to, and I don't mind. I don't often get a chance to talk about myself in my profession. It's quite refreshing, actually.
Well, then do you mind if I ask you more?
Ask away. No promises I'll reveal all, though.
Why are you here? In this town, I mean. It seems like an odd place to set up a literary salon of all things.
Ah, that is a question with a somewhat complicated answer.
Complicated or not, I'd love to hear about it. That is, of course, if you're willing to tell me.
Ah, very well. Don't say I didn't warn you.
A letter?
I received this several months ago. Enclosed with it was a key. This one, to be specific. Go on and read it. Tell me what you think.
That's not a letter at all. It's a riddle.
Precisely.
Was there anything else with it?
Indeed, there was one other slip of paper with a date and town name, the time and place of my siring.
Then, the truth of that night.
I have never known my sire. They fled the scene while I was still unconscious. I almost burned alive that morning, not realizing I could no longer walk in daylight.
How did you even manage to survive?
Ingenuity, instinct, trial and error to some degree, and I did eventually find others of our kind. I learned that it's considered quite irresponsible to turn someone without staying with them. That was a comfort.
I'm so sorry, Arbin. That's terrible.
Yes, it was. But I survived and eventually found others of our kind. I've traveled all over the world, drunk deeply of its riches. I'd almost managed to forget the matter of my wayward sire completely when, well, just rude, really. I'd almost finished accepting that I'd never know. As for the riddle itself, I narrowed the first part down to this town.
Oh, I get it. The name Orlov derives from eagle in some Slavic languages, so an eagles would be Orlova.
Just so. There are many Orlovas, of course, but far fewer who fly at night.
Or are vampires, in other words.
Precisely. But that is, sadly, where I paused my search, for now. Between the salon and the Cabernet, I haven't given the rest much thought. I'd like to, but something has been holding me back.
What if I tried to solve it?
Well, that'd be very sweet of you, lovely. I'm hardly going to stop you, am I? But don't go out of your way. If whoever it is really wanted to see me, they could have spoken plainly. Honestly. Here, take the silly thing. Let me know if you have any luck.
Arbin covers it well, but it really seems to be bothering her. It can't hurt for me to try and solve this. Although, that might be easier said than done. Petya!
Oh, Liza, you're back. Thank goodness. Although I'm rather embarrassed to have you see me in such a state.
Are you hurt?
Not exactly. It isn't painful, but I fear my legs are shattered. Serves me right for using porcelain instead of wood. If you wouldn't mind.
Here you go. You poor thing. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I'm trying not to be too self-pitying, but it's one thing after another with this body. So many things I used to take for granted. I only wanted to sell my dolls. Liza, could you tell me something? Why did Elisa bring me back?
It's because she likes you.
So she brought me to a mansion full of vampires. No offense.
None taken. I don't think she intended for you to die. That was an accident, and it's part of why she was so desperate to revive you. Elisa is odd, but I believe that deep down she does like you quite a bit.
I see. What is it?
Well, I was wondering, if Matilda had suffered such an injury before now, what would you have done?
Well, I suppose I would have cast new legs. I kept the original molds after all.
And where might those molds be now?
Oh, I'm not sure. I suppose whoever took on my belongings after my death. Most likely my family. And in that case, there's a good chance my father discarded them.
We should try anyway. It can't hurt.
Yes. Perhaps Mother convinced him to hold on to them. Or perhaps he hasn't had the time.
Did he dislike your craft so much?
Yes.
Oh.
In any case, I'll give you their address. Perhaps if you suggest you were a client who had purchased Matilda.
I'll do what I can. Let's see. Well, first, to whom should I address it? How should I introduce myself? I should offer my condolences here. Should I go into more detail about him? Now, about the doll. There. I just need to sign off. Perfect. Signed and sealed. Now, I just need to put it into a mailbox on the main street and hope for the best. Strange, lovely